Hello and welcome to another episode of Stock Shots. Please remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving my opinion based on some things I see, like support and resistance, supply, demand, and of course, some indicators that may be on the screen. So always do your own due diligence. Make sure you educate yourself and always look to the left because we're looking at things that have already happened and think about what things may do in the future. So this is another episode of Stock Shots. Welcome. Here we go, another episode of Stock Shots. And this one, of course, we're starting out with the C Fund. Um, don't worry about a pullback, I guess is the news. What pullback? We don't need them anymore. Don't worry about it because it's election year and everything's always good. Because at this point, is there ever going to be a pullback? Maybe. Because I haven't seen one. And I guess it doesn't matter what technicals say. It's all about the fundamentals. And why not just sit back and collect the money? So we have broken through the 5201. So with that being said, where can we go? At 5201 was our last area. I don't know where we can go. Let's look back. Is there any data back here that can help us get nothing, 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 nothing? I went back to the 80s just now, and now we're back over here. This was the last area I had marked up. What I'll do is I'll turn on this. This is my indicator. And it says the next place we should look for is about 54. So 54.50 around that area, 54.49. So I'll mark something here just to make sure I remember that. Right around that area. Turn this off for confirmation because I'm still in the buy zone. I've not gotten anything indicator wise other than down here that says we're a little bit oversold. We're up in almost 80 for the RSI in the 70s right now. Could it still keep going? Of course, because it says maybe the last area is 55. So why not just take the ride up to 55? We got good news from the Fed, so let's keep pumping. We had a slight pause with these 2 weeks from March 4th all the way to March 11th. 2 pause candles and then a continuation, breaking that with good volume. So, hey, let's keep going. Let's talk about the S Fund. In the S Fund, we had similar things. We had a slight pullback here in this last week. We also still got good news from the Fed. So, does that mean we can keep going? Of course it does. All we really just did was fill the gap that was right over here. So, we had a gap in here, very small, but it was just filled with this last week candle. Now, this candle is not saying that we're going to reverse. All this is saying is that we still are in this supply zone that was up here, but we still are looking for this 2086. 2086 is next. Let me put this in the weekly. There we go. My apologies. We're in the daily right there. So this is the weekly chart. In the weekly chart, we had a strong positive candle. There we go. I thought it looked kind of strange. I thought it was yeah. So in the weekly strong positive candle, we had a slight rejection from the top of the range, but we're still looking to close above 2086. And here we do have some history to show us we can go further. Of course, we're looking for that 2205 and past that 2288 for our next areas to go up. We did not get a pullback here as well. We are in, looks like a little bit of consolidation here. And going forward, we're looking for strong volume to push us up past the next level of resistance. If I turn this on, let's see. Yeah, next real big area of resistance is probably going to be around 2100. So, lines up pretty much with what we've been charting. That's it for our S Fund. Let's go to the I Fund. All right, in the I Fund, let's see what's going on. In the weekly. All right, in the I Fund, I just moved something. There we go. In the I Fund, we currently are above that $79 range. So we broke above that, and we had good volume. It's been positive. We've had a lot of positive volume in the international fund. Where are we looking to go? On the way up. Remember, we got that good news from the Fed. We had a continuation. So we had a pause right here on this candle. So we paused here. Now we're continuing up in this candle. It looks like we're still going to be in a good buy. We are still pretty high. We're in the 70s and for the RSI as well and MACD. We are very, we're on the gas is on for the national fund. I'm looking for 82. I don't think we're going to get any kind of sizable pullback at this time. because everything that was supposed to happen has already happened, and the market said, give me some more. This is all you got. So at this point, the international fund is still hitting the gas. It's on the way up. So let's look at the aggregate bond fund, aka the F fund. In the F fund, we are still in this trading range. This trading range is still over here, and we are currently at 97.82. We haven't really gotten below 97.08. So we've been in this small trading range for a while. Let me get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. We don't need this because we're not in that channel either. So all we really know based on information, just recent weeks, I don't need to do that either, is that we had a strong rejection from here. And when I say here, I mean this area, that $99 area. That last time we got there, we got a very strong rejection from there, and then we had a small pullback. After that, now we've been trading above 97.09, but we haven't been able to crack that $98.27 range. We want to get above that. If we can get above that 98.20, we're looking at 99, maybe 100. So let's see what happens with the international fund. It still looks like it's going to go further. The areas I thought we were going to pull back never pulled back to, but we are currently above the 50-day moving average. We're above the halfway mark and the RSI MACD, and we're only below the 14-day moving average. If we could break that, we're good to go. So at this point, if it can break this area here, and let's call that resistance. We could break that resistance. We're off to about $99 and then to 100 for the international fund. So with that being said, that was stock shots for this week. Hey, if you ever want to do some charting together, let me know. I'm going to start doing some live charting on Sunday nights around 7 p.m. Join in. If you want, I'll put the link in the chat for the next video. I want to see if anybody is actually interested. So at this point, that's it. See you next week.